Do you know what Mark Gurman has said about the iOS 17? That it will come with several new features. We know earlier on he said that the iOS 17 won't have many features because Apple is focusing on the AR/VR headset, but now Apple has changed its strategy. So, come along, let us talk about the iOS 17 features, and probably some of them might be on your wish list.
Let's check it out.
Let's start by discussing what Gurman stated regarding iOS 17 before we go deeper. According to Gurman, Apple shifted gears late in the development of iOS 17 to include many new features, suggesting that the upgrade may be more substantial than first anticipated. Gurman predicted in January that iOS 17 would be less significant than previous iPhone updates due to Apple's focus on its widely anticipated mixed reality headset. It is not a hoax. Apple will continue to promote its iOS 17 alongside its augmented reality and virtual reality hardware. Some nice features are now presumed to be included in the next iOS 17 release, which we will discuss next. Alternate app stores. Apple is intending to adjust beginning with iOS 17 in order to comply with European law requiring sideloading in 2024. Apple may be forced to let users in Europe to download programs from rival app stores, bypassing the App Store altogether. For applications that clients install via other channels, developers would not be required to pay Apple's 15 to 30% fees, but Apple still intends to earn a charge. Apple may remove the WebKit restriction for third-party browsers in iOS 17, joining the company's allowance of other app stores and alternative browser engines.
It's quite cool.
Apple's standards now require that browsers like Chrome and Firefox for iOS be developed using Apple's open-source browser engine WebKit, but the Digital Markets Act in Europe prevents Apple from doing so. Updated Siri. While it does its job, Apple's Siri on iOS falls short of becoming a really remarkable digital assistant. Gurman claims Apple is working on a means to have Siri respond to the name Siri instead of the more traditional Hey Siri. Apple is catching up here since this capability is already present in competing speech assistants. One such example is Amazon's Alexa, which can be activated by just saying the phrase
Alexa.
Nonetheless, with other major firms like Google and Microsoft introducing their own AI capabilities, we may see a major change in how Siri operates to ensure it stays competitive. Improvements to Siri are long overdue, and one feature that is long overdue is multitasking. We know a bunch of you long for this, so we shall discuss this later.
Don't go anywhere.
Next generation CarPlay. Indeed, Apple hinted at this upcoming feature at WWDC 2022, but its release seems to be contingent on factors outside the company's control. Apple claims its automotive interface will completely replace existing dashboards, ushering in a new era of in-car entertainment. The new CarPlay is anticipated to debut at the end of 2023 on vehicles from a range of companies, including Audi, Ford, Honda, Mercedes-Benz, Nissan, Porsche, and more. Its release was likely postponed because of the persistent component shortages in recent years.
Oh, that is bad.
Dual apps. Numerous accounts can be used and switched between in a variety of apps. For instance, Instagram allows users to manage several profiles, which may be toggled by double-tapping the app's profile icon. However, many applications restrict users to a single account per service, like WhatsApp, for instance. That's why it'd be useful to be able to clone applications and switch between them using different accounts. There have been rumors that Apple may soon enter the fray, so stay tuned for updates and be sure to subscribe to our channel for more smartphone-related content in the meanwhile.
What are you gonna do?
I've already subscribed.
Improved multitasking. Dynamic Island allows for multitasking, whereas regular iPhones can only use the picture-in-picture mode. Split-screen multitasking is a standard feature on Android phones, but is absent in iOS. Unfortunately, iOS currently lacks support for resizable floating windows. You can read an article while taking notes on it, edit images while browsing Twitter, talk on a messaging app while viewing a movie, and so on with the split screen. It also supports the pinning and simultaneous launching of numerous applications at once. If your phone is compatible with iOS 17, you'll be able to enjoy this cool new function. We shall let you know the devices that will get this iOS 17. iMessage revamp. Apple will update iMessage with iOS 17. There will be new augmented reality, AR, conversation capabilities, likely designed for Apple's future AR headset, as well as chat rooms, stickers, and more in the next update to iMessage. If the reports are true, this upgrade will bring a major visual refresh to iMessage.
Wow, pretty cool, huh?
Leaker Megan Boo addressed this in a tweet, saying, "According with my resource, Apple is working on a new version of iMessage completely renewed. New home, chat rooms, video clips, and new chat features in AR. It should be released next year along with the new headset. Supported devices. Support for the iPhone 8, 8 Plus, and iPhone X may be discontinued in 2023. In the same way that the iPhone 7 and 7 Plus are no longer supported by iOS 16. So these phones will get the iOS 17. 1. iPhone 14 series. 2. iPhone 13 series. 3. iPhone 12 series. 4. iPhone 11 series. 5. iPhone XS and XS Max. 6. iPhone XR. 7. iPhone SE 2020. 8. iPhone SE 2022. Release date. During the Worldwide Developers Conference, WWDC, Apple will introduce iOS 17. During its annual WWDC, Apple often releases new versions of its iOS and macOS operating systems. We don't know when WWDC 2023 will occur, but it will likely be the first week of June. The beta version of iOS 17 will be made available to developers shortly after Apple unveils the upgrade at WWDC. A public beta version will be made available in July for all iPhone owners to test out. The public version of iOS 17 is scheduled for a September release, possibly coinciding with the debut of the iPhone 15. So there you have it. These are some of the many features that will come with iOS 17. But Apple has not commented officially on the matter. Now that you know what's in store for iOS 17, you should also be aware that it will be released with iPhone 15 this fall. Both the iPhone 15 and the upcoming iOS 17 make for a fantastic mobile device. Our next video will feature additional information on the iPhone 15, including leaks from Apple analyst Ming-Chi Kuo. So join us there.
If you liked it, please don't forget to subscribe below.